Right, on the road.
Milanor and his men were able to drive off the invaders who attacked their fort. In the process, they saved the ousted Princess Yggdra from the Imperial army, ensuring that from then on, their steps would be constantly hounded by the Imperial forces.
Yeah, kind of a downer.
Milanor left the burnt husk of a fort and headed with Yggdra to the Orlando Plains, where the royal cavalry supposedly waited. At the jaws of the wolf, connecting the Norn Valley and the Orlando Plains, mercenaries working for the Empire lay in wait for Milanor's gang of thieves.
Oh boy, mercenary assholes. Not necessarily bandits like Fire Emblem is known for doing, but at least different. Onward to Battlefield number 2, Jaws of the Wolf. Okay. Behind a big rock.
So your main force is at the Orlando Plains?
Yes. We tried using them as decoys to cover my escape, but it seems the Imperial army saw through our ruse.
Damn.
So they took out your guards and left you defenseless? You do stand out. I doubt they were fooled for a minute.
I mean, with your big sword.
Well, meeting up with the main army will help.
It'll be faster if we take the Jaws of the Wolf.
Jaws of the Wolf?
It's a tough route. Not many people go through there. That's why they won't be expecting us to do it.
Ah, sneak attack. I like that. Unfortunately, we're not alone.
Commander, there's a force coming our way. What?
Oh, it's just the thieves we ran into yesterday. We're after a noblewoman and her troops. Not those dirty vagabonds. Forget them. You want another ass whooping like yesterday?
But the ones following our girl were beaten by thieves.
Maybe they kidnapped the princess for the reward.
Not how we see it.
Fine then. I'm still sore from last time. But I guess we gotta do it. Alright! Let's introduce ourselves! Don't let them get away!
So basically, Milanor fought these assholes before. We win if we to win. Defeat Inzaghi. We lose if either Yggdra or Milanor dies or we use up our cards. We now have access to Yggdra. She's the other main character of this game. She starts off kind of weak, so she's gonna need a bit of babying to get herself off the ground. But once she does, Yggdra will turn into a very reckonable force. Right now, her stats are kind of on the low end, especially her tech and luck, but they'll go up eventually. Oh, maybe not her luck, but her tech and attack will start rising. And if you want to focus on her attack, go right ahead. I highly recommend that you do that, because Yggdra needs the attack. She needs as much of it as she can. She's strong against golem-type enemies, good in forts, and she avoids the holy element, but she's very weak to the dark element. Her silk corset blocks counters, which is going to help her survive in a fight. We picked up 2 items last time. We picked up the hairband, that's simple hair ornament that Yggdra often wears. It grants Gen +2, Luck +4, and instant charge. And the iron choker, which grants Gen +2, Tech +2, Luck +2, and grants Evade's critical skill. Pretty fancy. You can equip an item here, but you can only equip one item at a time. And that item must stay equipped for however long the map says it has to be stayed equipped for. Right now, for example, right now, Yggdra has the silk corset equipped, and that has to stay on for at least 6 more maps. You can't take off the item once you put it on, so make sure you pick with extreme caution. Same with Milanor's Silver Moon. Alright, you pick 8 cards? Let's pick 8 cards. Go for it.
Boss, it's the enemy!
The Imperial flag. How'd they get here first?
Those men, they're not of the regular army.
Nope.
They must be mercenaries working for Bronquia.
Mercenaries? Think it's the same ones we met yesterday? You'd think they'd have learned by now. All right, let's thrash these guys and go on through.
Huh?
They're not paid enough to die for Bronquia. You'll see.
Ha!
Is that the way of things?
Sad but true, Yggdra.
Either way, we have to get through here.
Come on, Yggdra,
Which
buck
means
up.
a fight, whether they like it or not. Let's go!
Yeah! Alright, let's lead this off with great justice and extreme prejudice and the like. It's noontime, so let's pick something nice. Sanctuary. Alright. Our boss is Inzaghi. He's a fencer. Fencers are the basic sword unit. They avoid the lightning elemental. He has a leather hat which grants him evade panic status. Whenever you inflict a critical hit on someone, the head goes down, and then your entire team panics. Starts panicking, he'll be completely defenseless. With evade panic, he'll avoid the panic status if he's ever critical hit in a fight. So while it would still suck that you're got critted, you have to deal with it. Right now, we'll just have Yggdra beat the crap out of this asshole. Because she needs blood. Skill gauge! From now on, the skill gauge will be to play during battle, up there. As the name infers, the gauge is pivotal in the use of skills. Currently, you cannot use skills, so only tactics changes will be explained. Aggressive mode. You can enter aggressive mode by holding the right button. Right on your D-pad. Your attack power will increase, and certain units may even gain elemental properties, like Yggdra, who will gain the holy element to her attack. However, this mode depletes the gauge, so you need to charge it. Passive mode. You can enter passive by holding the left button. Your skill gauge will slowly rise, but your attack power will decrease. Build with passive and attack with aggressive. Make use of these two modes to give yourself the advantage. Going aggressive will add an element to your attack if the character applies to it. Like I said, Yggdra will have a holy element to her attack. But don't ever go aggressive if your opponent voids the element. You will do no damage. Going aggressive also boosts your attack 2 levels. Going passive lowers your attack 2 levels. It's something to keep in mind. Mind change. Milanor might win. So could Yggdra. Oh hell, let's give it a try. With the Milanor man. Azut! There we go! Rage rate. The enemy has a gauge called the rage rate. It slowly fills during battle, and there are 3 levels. Normal, the gauge is not filled. Rage, the gauge is filled once. The enemy's attacks will be more powerful. They'll rise a whole stage on the battle affinities level. Certain enemies will also gain elemental properties. For example, the Fencer will gain lightning element with their attacks. Max, the gauge is filled twice. The enemy's attack power increases dramatically, a whole 2 levels in the battle affinity.
Get lost!
So, basically, it'd be wise to try to defeat an enemy before they reach max in their rage rate.